Good daylight, good people, and welcome back to the Soulful Sundays podcast. This podcast discusses things that have been rooted in you monthly. Say it again, monthly. I will discuss topics around spirituality, wellness, healing, and growth. Now, this is your first time visiting my channel and you like the things that I discuss or the topics that I bring to the floor, make sure you hit the subscribe button below as well as hit the notification bell so that you can know when my episodes are released. You can also follow me on IG at Soulful Sundays Podcast. Whew. Now that we got all the business out the way, I am your coach, Miss Stacie Young. The last few months, I have been on a hiatus. I've been going through a lot of change all at once. God has been tremendously blessing me with a lot of positivity and positive people that have been entering my life. And honestly, like at this point in my life, I'm only gonna do one or two things or focus on one or two things without me feeling like truly like overwhelmed. But honestly, I can say that I've been blessed in 2021. It has been a great year for me. I've had the ability to purchase my second home, which is a major thing for me, as well as travel. I know maybe a lot of y'all don't really know me on a personal level, but I am a travel junkie. Absolutely love it. So for this year, I've been able to go to Ohio. My mom stays there, as well as I've been to New Orleans. I've been to Orlando. And most recently, I had just came back from San Juan, Puerto Rico, which was great. I'm actually going to be putting together a travel blog of my trip to San Juan, so you guys can kind of see how I am outside of this. You know, Stacie do have a little turn up or another side or two or three, I must say, but I absolutely love traveling and I really enjoy doing that. So I want you guys to kind of see into my life and some of the things that I'm really, really interested in. In addition, moving forward for this year, I'm going, in November, I'm going to Egypt, as well as going back to Orlando and maybe going to Miami in December. So Lord willing, all that works out. So yeah, I think y'all got it. Yeah, your girl like to travel. In addition to my crazy travel schedule, I also will be working on a short film called 38 that was written and produced and will be directed by my great friend Samuel Lee Fudge. I definitely had to shout my guy out because he's a dope individual, and as well as he's gave me the opportunity to work with him doing production assistant as well as costume design. I like fashion, I like clothes, I like dressing up. So I'm just blessed to be having these different opportunities to kind of allow me to tap into different areas that I wouldn't normally on my own tap into. So I would say that this is just a short list of all the things that's been going on in my life, you understand? But I can say I am truly blessed. I am truly thankful for all the opportunities that God has put before me now as well as moving forward. Now, so what is today's topic is going to be about? So with my life being how it is, or you know, whatever you want to say, my topic is becoming versus remaining the same. Yeah. Becoming versus remaining the same. Becoming means the process of becoming something. Becoming means the process of becoming something. So that's where I'm at now. That's why I titled this Becoming versus Remaining the Same. So, in previous videos, I discussed a lot about my childhood trauma and things that I kind of went through growing up. Today's video is not on the basis of that, but it's surrounding that. For the last, I would say, probably 5 or 6 years, give or take, I've been putting in a lot of work to heal myself. Healing is self-help. I would say that. To heal is self-help, meaning you have to help yourself heal. You understand? So I've been putting in the work very, very hard. You know, I've done therapy. tried a couple of different spiritual practices. I've experienced ayahuasca. I was doing pretty much anything that would help me free myself of bondage. You understand? So I'm going to encourage anybody, if you're going through something, you don't know who you are, you're feeling like you're disconnected, to put in the work, whatever that may mean for you. You may have to try some different things. I listed at least 3, you have to try some different things, but put in the time, put in the effort to work on yourself and to build a relationship with God once you give yourself that time. You understand? So becoming, that's where I'm at now, right? So I'm currently here. I'm currently becoming. I'm currently free of bondage. I'm currently burden free. You understand? And that's all a great thing. It's all a beautiful thing. I've been working very, very hard to get to this point, not even knowing that this is where I was trying to end up at. When you're in a dark tunnel, sometimes you don't see the other end. You get what I'm trying to say? Sometimes you're just like, I felt like I was fighting for myself, not knowing what was going to be. You get what I'm trying to say? So fight for yourself so that you become who you need to be. Put in the work, and I'm telling you, you will come out on the other side. I want to share a dream with you guys that I had about 3 years ago, which I felt was God's way of preparing me to becoming who I am, or giving me a hint that I was going to be who I am, even though I wasn't ready for it at the time, right? So I had a dream. I was in the forest or the woods or something. I was at a cabin. It was just me, and I was standing outside. It was kind of gloomy at night, full moon, all that effect, right? It was very vivid dream. And it was a little boy and a little girl that ran up to me, and they were like, the little boy said, the little girl didn't say anything. You could just tell that she was like kind of distressed a little bit. He was like, the devil trying to push me off the porch, right? So I looked at him and I said, what do you mean? He said, the devil's trying to push me off the porch. So when he said it again, I looked at the little girl. The little girl didn't say absolutely nothing, right? So that was the basis of the dream, right? Kind of confused, like, what does that mean? What does that mean to you? So that dream was God's way of preparing me to let me know that the old me, which is old me now, was going to die so that the new me could present itself. The old me was a little boy and the new me was a little girl. You understand? It took a minute to put that together, but that's what it was. And when the little boy was scared that the devil was trying to push him off the porch, it's not devil as in literal, you understand? What he was saying was that who he is, he knew that because I was putting in the work, and healing myself, that his services would no longer be needed in my life. That aggression that he carried to protect me, you understand? Which I would say protect me, which is like more the vulnerable side, the little girl. I was a little boy and the little girl at the same time, but my more aggressive side or my more masculine side was leading me. You get what I'm trying to say? To protect me. And a lot of that had to do with my upbringing and stuff that happened to me that side was presented. So when I was doing the work on myself, going through the therapy, doing the healing work, doing the shadow work, doing what I need to do, I think that was God's way of telling me that, hey, this part of you, Stacie, you no longer need. It's no longer going to serve you. It's time to let Stacie, the little girl Stacie, it's time to bring her to the forefront. So now that I'm sitting here telling y'all this story, the little girl that was mute, I'm that little girl right now. So that's why I'm speaking and using my voice and all this stuff like that. So I was a little girl. That's the way God was trying to prepare me and show me that stuff, that little man that you had protecting you, he no longer served you. He did what he was supposed to do. He got you through the mud. He got you through your hurtful times. You know what I'm trying to say? He protected you growing up, protected you, you know what I'm saying, when he needed to protect you. But now I need to use this little girl because she has a whole nother story to tell. You understand? So that was my video. And y'all give me a second because I have some notes here that I've written down. So now that I'm no longer carrying the burdens of my past, I'm a new me. And that new me is that little girl that was in my dream. You get what I'm trying to say, which is a beautiful being. I'm a beautiful person. I'm that new me. But I still struggle at times, guys, with trying to like connect to my old self. You know, sometimes like because I'm this new person, I don't know how to navigate in this new person. I knew how to navigate in my more aggressive side. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I know how to navigate the world in my old self, how to deal with it and things like that. So now it's like a new person. Everything is like brand new. You know what I'm trying to say? I feel like I was birthed again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like God, he's looking for this person. So I'm going to encourage you that if you're going through some changes and you no longer can like connect to that old person, it's a reason you can't connect to that old person, because you ain't supposed to be there no more. You ain't that person no more. I can't go back to that old person, even though I know the ways of how to maneuver, but I can't connect to that being. You understand? So with me being the lack of me being able to connect to that being, I can no longer be that person. I can just be the new me. And with the new me come new challenges. And it's like I'm learning myself all over again, you know. So just give me a second, y'all. Just make sure I ain't missing out on anything. At all. So that's what I want to share with you guys is, and I don't hit all my points, is that if you have entered into being a new person, or you shedded some of that residue of your old self off you, it's okay. You know, I'm with you. You know, I'm still struggling with it, but I'm with you. Be encouraged. Be encouraged. Be encouraged. Don't be afraid to walk into the new. Because obviously there's more opportunities and things like that. So I'm going to encourage you guys to work on yourself. And if you are becoming a new person, walk in that person with faith, knowing that God hasn't brought you here for no reason. So with that being said, thank you for joining me on the Soulful Sundays podcast. I hope, I wish, and I pray that I have reached somebody and I touched somebody. If you have comments, if you wanted to chat with me, make sure you leave comments down below in the comment section. Until next time, I am sending you peace, love, and life. This is your coach, Stacie Young. Until next time, you guys be blessed.